Hey folks, this is Imp from Black Talon Gaming, or you might know me better as Valdir from Reddit, specifically the subreddit Stellacracy. And I'm coming at you today with Turn 3 of Stellacracy. If you have no idea what Stellacracy is, essentially it is a community-based collaborative playthrough of Paradox Interactive's grand strategy game, Stellaris. Essentially, all the players come in, they create characters. Those characters organize into parties and corporations and other organizations. They work to get their members, their party leaders, elected into office. And those leaders, dictate policy through either issuing orders or writing laws. I then take these orders and laws and that policy and use that to inform my playthrough of Stellaris here. And I do that, all in time, and then show it, and so that way the entirety of the community can see how their elected leaders did. There's also a whole aspect for a secondary economy, and just some really great fun is being had over there. So if you're interested even in a little tiniest bit, go ahead and check out the link in the description below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So before we get started, there were a couple of changes that have happened in between the two turns. And we're going to go ahead and cover those right now. We're going to cover those quick, fast, and in a hurry so that we can move on to the turn itself. The first thing is that policies have changed. Specifically, I used the console to change the policy for resettlement as well as orbital bombardment. Specifically, resettlement was deemed to be unconstitutional, and orbital bombardment, which is... I don't know why these got reset. Let's go ahead and redo those right now. So I know that the president said that he wants to change orbital bombardment to limited, and that is within his purview, his constitutional powers. So that's what we're going to do. And then the Supreme Court ruled that resettlement was prohibited, that it was unconstitutional to allow resettlement. So there we go. So now we can no longer resettle populace from one planet to the next. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and turn that back off. So as you can see, I do routinely change the policies based upon what party is in power, or what their specific goals are and their aims are. Let's see. In addition, the president has ordered the construction of a advanced space habitat, and it's going to be built right here around Earth. He's paid for that all himself out of his funds. I added minerals to the game, and then ordered the construction of a small space station there. So it's a small defense station is going to be right there. That's going to simulate his orbital space habitat. In addition to that, he has sent over a couple of envoy missions, a total of 5 envoy missions to the Rayub, which are these cool mushroom guys. And if this is your first time watching this game, essentially, we're humans. We started here on the edge of the, I guess this is, a close approximation of the Milky Way galaxy. As I understand it, we really are kind of like on the edge of our galactic arm, like really down it. Anyhow, we know a little bit about our, locality, but not too much, not a super lot, right? However, very quickly we did discover the Rayub, which are sentient, crazy mushrooms. If we go look here, we have opinion cheat 5 and then 79 5 because he opened the dialogue with them in the first place, and then 79 as a result of his envoy actions. So he's definitely brought up the Rayub and how they'll interact with us. I think it's going to make a huge difference in what they're going to be willing to accept or not accept. All right, so with that laid out, we're going to go ahead and begin what we can begin. All right, let's see. We're going to go ahead and try to trade them some minerals. Offer trade deal. I want to give you these blazes, and I want... Let's see if he takes it. No. Okay. So the Rayub are obviously out of minerals, and they're not going to accept that deal whatsoever. We're going to try a different one because he's ordered us to seek out a research agreement with them. Looking through this now, you're wondering, okay, particularly his orders have not authorized me to give them a research agreement in exchange for a research agreement. However, if we look at it, they would gain 111 while we would gain 212. So it's definitely in our benefit to have this research agreement. And we're going to push this up to 20 years because I don't think it's really going to apply, or it's really going to have any impact unless we have about a 20-year range to work with. And that would pretty much make sure that the research agreement's benefit would apply, you know, when we do hit those technologies. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're just going to hit them up with a little bit of a, okay, I'm going to hit them up with a little bit of that. We're going to try to see if they'll take this at a 0. We're going to go ahead and do that. Let's see how they respond. Alright, so on New Year's they say, "You must think us fools, we reject your offer." And I'm like, "Hey dude, what's up? Just calm down, big mushroom guy. Calm down. Don't go Kool-Aid Man on us. Let's go ahead and try... yeah, let's go ahead and try again." Once again, I don't think anybody would disagree that this is a pretty okay trade. They're not really gaining anything too big, and they seem to want it. 21. How in the hell is that? Oh, I see. I was gonna say, like, how the fuck is this possible? Like, I just offered you 31 10 days. You rejected it 10 days ago. Now you're willing to accept it for less. All right, so we're gonna go up to 20, and we're gonna go for the minimum amount that he'll take. There we go. Right there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go for 34. Let's see what he does. I think he'll accept it. Alright, that would be President Duty Dude. Alright, here we go. Just a little sneak peek. I accidentally had to play this turn through twice because of a mistake on my part. I've corrected the mistake, so it's quite interesting just to see what happens and what the comparison is. Alright, so this seems to be the same conundrum as previously. We just got through with some mineral stuff. However, why are we... Did we not just go through with that? I guess not. I do love my mineral processing. Let's go ahead and boost up our mineral processing because, yeah, we'll see in a second. Alright, let's go ahead and drop over here. This guy's going to be building our thing right there. Let's go ahead and build a hummingbird and a pilgrim class. There's a reason I want that hummingbird. We're going to send our science ship. Alright, science ship has been ordered to survey this system, and then to survey this system. The second science ship will proceed as it can. We'll see how that happens. Now that we're a little bit more tied up. In the previous playthrough, they had tried to take Bellatrix, and they had, as a result, taken Sirius. Which would be a huge loss. Huge loss. Huge. So we're going to try to... Son of a crap, I didn't mean that to happen. There we go. Rename that the first escort. The thing I want to happen now is I want you to go ahead and scout those out. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the Rayub. In a second we're going to see, I believe this is a desert world, and yeah, they have 19 ships and they are growing steadily, which they don't appear to have any larger of a space base than we do, so they are going over their space limit just like we are. but they are already at 19 ships. We are behind that a little bit. However, it does not really concern me because we can catch up.
Situation log updated.
Okay, we're gonna leave the name because Valdir is an awesome name. I'm just saying. Alright, go ahead and take a look at this. Much longer. We're almost done.
Research complete.
That should be the blue. Yep. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're supposed to put Spirit of Science on this biatch. Let's go ahead and make sure I hadn't skipped anything, because previously I'd printed out a list and crossed it out as I completed it, and then found out I had forgotten one thing, so I had to do this whole damn thing over again. I will kill a character for this. I'm just joking. Alright, got the joint research agreement. Got that. Alright, construct a frontier outpost on Tiralom. That is what we're looking at next. However,
Construction complete. Situation log updated. Construction complete.
I think we would be better served. Alright, that's going to be a void cloud or whatever they're called. Yeah. It's going to be shitty, but like if we don't... well, I mean, if it were up to me, I would be putting it right there, because there are 2 worlds there. They're both pretty good compared to no worlds being gained from that. And we're going to lose that because of their expansion policies over here. This is a tough one. Alright, he's done. Kind of blows because we are gonna probably lose that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If possible, I'm gonna try to secure that. Alright, so there's a void cloud there. No biggie. No biggie. Alright, this guy right here needs a blah blah blah. And there's no anomaly. No anomaly, so prioritize age. So we're gonna go with this guy. He's gonna go like so. I have to admit I am a little nervous because that's right there between us. Damn it, yeah, they just built it. Okay, well, we're gonna lose Sirius, I guess. That's unfortunate. We are going to lose Sirius because they did the same thing the very previous playthrough of this turn, and it took Sirius. And they're building up a shitastic
situation
fleet.
log updated.
Yeah, they're at 20 ships right now. Honestly, if it was up to me, we'd be having fried mushrooms. But yeah, that little station right there represents the president's habitat.
Anomaly found.
It's a 22% risk, but you know what? Let's go for it. Why not?
System survey complete.
Oh, good for you. Good for you, jackass. No, I'm joking. All right, let's go ahead and tone it down because we passed that 1 year mark. Make sure to get 12 people. So look at 12 people, 1 planet. And what appears to be 9 maintenance. Alright. And for those of you who don't know, if this is your first turn watching Stellacracy, the government gets tax income based on the number of planets we inhabit, the number of population, and
Research
the
complete.
maintenance.
Evading hostile fleet.
The maintenance of our building and station. Alright, so they're going to jump out of there. Once again, it's a void cloud, so it's not going to make it there in time. It's not really a big deal. New research. Gonna go for this. And yeah, I think we just lost Sirius, because they're about to get it. They're about to get it. Yep, they just got it. We could attempt some pushback
complete.
via Barnard Star, like putting a little thing there. But that would be a pretty big waste, in my opinion, I think. Alright, so we've pretty much completed that, so we're going to go ahead and have this guy survey up here, and survey up here, and survey over there. Let's jump him back to the Rayub space, just for shits and giggles. I love how the Rayub, the mushrooms, love us, but they're pretty intent on expanding, like right there with us. And they love us, but they're building up a huge fleet. Maybe they know something we don't.
Construction complete.
Alright, so that's the end of the 2nd year. Gosh, that is so close. It's on the border. Oh, man. And some people would argue that is something to go to war with. Over. Beta, Gamma, they're both taking 10 months. Oh, we had some stored physics research I forgot to tell you because a player had a event happen during his turn involving a mysterious information broker. That information broker did release some information, apparently old stellar charts that somehow, like, Ancient Man had gotten a hold of. Ooh, be confused. Okay, let's go ahead and go over here. 12 pops, 1 world. And we're still at 15 and, or excuse me, 12. This also reminds me, if we go down here, forgot about this completely. Just send that right over there. There we go. And we're looking at 12. So now we're looking at 12. Okay. Alright, well, with tier lamb secured, let's go ahead and build on that a little bit. Gonna pump some minerals in there because we still have 25 months before we get colony ships.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, go ahead and research that. As a solar sailor.
Situation log updated.
We're just gonna leave that stellar graveyard the way it is, because it's probably more than we can handle at this moment. 3 or higher, and that ship is 2, and 4. That ship could do it. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. No. There we go. Yeah, I'm dropping major minerals on 2 and 3 point things, but I tend to do that because I just want to get this ticker up to 50 as quickly as possible. We're behind the Rayub.
System survey complete.
After that, you're gonna jump there. Oh shit! Did I just cancel mine? Yeah, I did.
Construction complete.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Alright, we're almost to the end of the 3rd year. That's a little over halfway done with the turn. $15, 13 and 1. 15, 13 and 1.
Special project complete.
Nice, we got some pretty cool engineering stored right up there. Pretty cool. Even more engineering stored up. Got 200 points stored up. It's pretty good. Pretty good if I do say so myself. Take Jap-Anish relations.
Construction complete.
Sean Connery, that's Japan-US relations. Okay. Oh, thank you, Alex. This one's turning out pretty good. So that's a 4, that's a 2, that's a 3. I think Earth is pretty much as developed as it can get, other than, yeah, up. Wait, oh, jeez, I didn't. Let's measure the cost. Okay, so 76 to increase it by 1. No, that is actually kind of not worthwhile. 76 to increase by 1. No, that's not worthwhile. Because you'd spend a little bit less to get 2 or 3 out.
System survey complete. Research
Yeah,
complete.
so 76, and I'm going to gain 3 from that. I'm going to gain 2 from there. We are doing better. Let me go ahead and get deflectors, because I've got a feeling. I don't know why the Rayub are building up a fleet. They're building up a fleet because there is somebody right there. Wouldn't you? Yeah, you probably would too. I don't know why I'm trying to act surprised. I knew there was somebody
Research
right there.
complete.
Do we want forward to inspect? Yes. I know people are going to be like, oh, that's stupid. But, I mean, it leads to robotics. And, I mean, it's 5% extra minerals, 5% army strength. I mean, that's just a... To me, it seems like it's just too easy not to fucking get it. Alright, we are... Let's go ahead and count up all our stuff right now. 15, 13 and 1.
Research complete. System survey complete.
Alright, there we go. Now we've got the colony ship tech. What am I doing? And we're gonna go with... I'm gonna go with that because it's gonna be quick. And now we're gonna save up minerals to get our first colony ship. With any luck, we'll be able to colonize before... No, we'll probably not be able to. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna be able to. Well, that'll be turn 4. I moved a little bit faster last turn, or my first playthrough of this, but that's alright. I don't know why it ended up not being faster. Oh, I know why. Because we locked up the... I know why. Okay.
Construction complete.
Does not surprise me. Yeah, I thought so.
Anomaly found. Station under attack.
And we rush to intercept. And I'm willing to bet... they are in one of those two places.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Excellent. And... no debris? No debris? Ah, son of a Christ. Son of a crap. Son of a crap. Alright, oh shit. Where did they come from? That's a good question. Go ahead and pump that out, and we are definitely a little bit behind where we were originally, but that's alright. Seems like something got disconnected. Alright, so we're near the end of the turn. I'm going to go ahead and pause it here in a few more days. Oh man, a little bit tired. This is the second time I've had to play through this, but that's alright. If you have any questions or suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comments section below. Like usual, go ahead and like, share, subscribe. Really look forward to new people joining this game.
Research complete.
If you are interested in joining the game, you can find the link. Oh, what am I doing? Ah, son of a shit. Alright, so that's what we're gonna be doing, apparently. Robots. Alright, anyhow, if you're interested in joining the game, you can, like, join. Jesus. You can join if you look at the description below. We're gonna have a link to our subreddit. The subreddit will include a post for new players, so look towards the top of the subreddit. It's going to be one of two announced posts. More than likely, it's going to be the top, the topmost announced post. Go ahead and click on that, and that will guide you through our so-called education process. We have just a little slideshow type thing that you participate in that helps you teach the game helps you learn the game, because we had a lot of issues with new players acclimating to our systems and acclimating to how things played. So it's definitely very easy to get into the game and get going. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of things to do, and we look forward to having you in the game with us. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Y'all have a great day, and as always, remember to stay awesome. Peace.